go. What's up? The 89 Cavs are back. How we doing, fellas? What's going on?
I went through a crazy rabbit hole the other day that made me be like, maybe I need like a little break from like basketball internet. And I was looking up Sham God. I was like, oh yeah, I want to see some Sham God highlights. Damn, broski. Yo, did y'all know he didn't make the move? The little he didn't make the move. I shit you not. There was like two dudes in EuroLeague did it before him. So I'm like, this had to be like somebody that really likes white people that just made this shit up. So I did my little research. And yo, I can't pronounce homie's name. I'm so sorry. May you rest in peace. You did your thing. He was doing this shit back in the day. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You think Sham God was really watching the EuroLeague though? That's the other thing. It's like, yo, we can't even, Sham God can't even have this. You have to take this away from Sham God after his career was already ass.
No, so
you know what I'm saying? No, for real.
Is this like when like a comedian that's got like 1,000 followers did a show for 9 people in a bar, and then SNL does a sketch? And he was like, I wrote that. I did that sketch. They saw it at the Triple Crown. They stole my material.
You want to know why I think it's a little different, right? Everything SNL does is pretty topical. The Sham God, when you first saw the Sham God as a basketball fan, you was like, what the fuck is going on? So for me to believe a guy who grew up with Murder Mace and Killer Cam in Harlem, for him to go on YouTube and look up EuroLeague, that's less than likely, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Also, if I'm Sham God, I'm just like, prove it. Prove
it. Because I'm like, yo, that can't be true, but I had to stop.
That is crazy. Did you go down to that rabbit hole after seeing Wemby pull out the Sham God?
On God, if y'all really want to know, I'm not even gonna lie about this. It's because of my man's brother, Giannis's brother.
Oh, Thanasis.
Yo, because I was like, I haven't seen Sham God highlights in a minute. So let me look my man up, and it was because of Thanasis.
Off topic, I saw a tweet today that was like the Bucks are like 14-0 and Thanasis plays 12 or more minutes, and I want to be like, yeah, you're up 50 already.
Yeah, bro, hold up, bro. I feel like they be making the most crazy stats. I don't remember the stat verbatim. I swear to you, they said the offensive and defensive rate that the Boston Celtics have is like equivalent to like the Magic Johnson Lakers and then like some Bulls. And I'm like, that can't be true, dog.
Dude, they are like I think it's the best offensive rating.
So you know the stat. What's the teams?
I think it's the Golden State Warriors when they won 73 games or whatever. It's that. And God, there's one other team. It might be a Lakers team. It might be a Showtime Lakers.
Gosh, bro, when I read that shit, I was like, what the fuck? That is insane.
It is insane, but again, they will get zero credit until they win a championship. That's the problem with that.
That's the game. That's the NBA. That's the NBA. That's the game.
The game. Justin, what's going on with you, man?
Out here chilling, man. You know, that's wild. You're talking about. You're looking up like the history of the Sham God. I keep seeing this tweet going around about like Fidel Castro. That kept hitting Fidel Castro kept hitting Che Guevara with the Euro step. And he wrote about it in his journal. And he was like, how can this man be a man of the people if he keeps doing this move? Essentially like tight that he kept using his Euro step. And I don't know, feel what you want to feel about those two men. But I think, and I don't know how truthful this is, but it's very funny. Because then I also saw clips today of Fidel Castro, like truly going in the lane like James Harden.
All right, hold on. Fidel Castro's my man that Narcos is about, right?
Nah.
No. That's
Pablo Escobar.
Oh, so who's he's the dude from Cuba.
Yeah, he's the leader of Cuba.
For sure, he doing the EuroLeague. Bro, you're the head of the whole island, you ain't got nothing else to do besides watch basketball, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
There was a great, like along the lines of what you were saying, Justin. There's a great tweet I saw today that his Euro step was so good it made Che Guevara question the cause.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, the internet's getting a little crazy. That's crazy.
I also saw. I feel bad. I'm not giving credit. It might have been Sam Esfandiari from the Light Years pod, but said that an aging Klay Thompson looks like a young Fidel Castro.
Hey, that's
all
right.
right. It's getting a little crazy.
We got. He went to the bench and he's falling out. So leave Clay alone.
My man Clay looking like a rock star off the bench, boy. You know who else looking like a rock star, my guy? The best suspended player right now, Jimmy Butler. With the feature for the Fall Out Boys starring in their music video. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know the Fall Out Boys was not responsible for this. Shout out the reps. Shout out all the agents. Shout out all the people behind the scenes that made this happen. Because you know Pete Wentz and Patrick Stump don't give a fuck about Miami Heat basketball. Let's keep it real.
I don't know who came up with this too, and not to give like more credit to the people behind the scenes, but Heat Wentz. I saw Heat Wentz all over the internet today. I'm like, man, that's good. That is really good. Although, here's my takeaway from this: Miami's out in the first round.
For sure.
Yeah, he's out. They're on the first round. They don't have that dog in him is gone because he is not focused. He's crushing Michelob Ultras. He's becoming a country star. He's on his Beyonce right now. He's about to drop a country album. I'm out on the Heat.
This is when they lock in. This is when right after All-Star break. That's when they turn on the Jets or so what have you. So you're not believing it this year.
I was until today. Today made me nervous. I will say, so I know we're going to talk a little bit about the suspension that happened where Zion kind of flopped on Kevin Love, and then shout out Kevin Love, by the way. I'm enjoying this Kevin Love renaissance where he's like, I'm going to play 15 minutes. I'm going to be really good, and then I'm just going to look like a graying, attractive older male on the bench. And like, while living in Miami. It's great.
Gotta love it.
But not Jimmy then gets in the way. Najee Marshall immediately goes for the chokeout move, which I thought was aggressive. And then Jose Alvarado with his very good 5'7" energy, just being like, give me someone to get mad at.
Didn't he throw punches like a full minute after the confrontation happened? It was just like wildly.
Yeah, it was over.
Nowhere near what I loved about it. It was nowhere near where the confrontation happened with someone that was not involved in the confrontation. They were just like kind of close to the sideline. It was the weirdest thing. But did you see Jimmy on the way out? He's like, it's about time. Something he's saying, it's almost time, or it's about time. Yeah. We're almost like openly admitting to the crowd, hey, I don't give a shit yet, but I'm about to.
Winners of 5 straight.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought it was over for the Miami Heat before this, and I'm gonna get on my JJ Redick-esque response, because why? They don't have anyone that's consistently going to get a bucket when they need it. And I think a lot of defenses have found ways to make Jimmy Butler take the most ridiculous shot. And let's be honest, he's made that ridiculous shot maybe twice. But when it comes to elite defense, we're all looking at Jimmy like, yo, that's wild. My man Tyler Hero, he don't really got it like that at the end of the game. So if they don't really have anybody offensively talented, like extremely, we're talking about a go-getter, they're never going to win, broski. Every team that wins, they got somebody that I'm going to make the most wild bucket under the pressure, all of that. Whether it's a scrub or a role player or an all-star, they got one of those. Do y'all think Miami Heat has one of those?
No, well, but let's do this. Are you taking in a 7-game series? Are you taking Miami or Cleveland?
On God, I'm gonna take Cleveland. Just because I think they have more pieces, and I think Donovan Mitchell has a big target on his back. And I think Donovan, me personally, I always thought Donovan was an all-star. I always thought he was a superstar. I think he's great. I think this year he's not taking a first-round loss. So I think they will cook him for sure. Now, if you want to say what could happen if they play a team like Milwaukee, or if they play a team like the Knicks, or
that's what I was going to do. So
it could sway another way, because this is our first time with the spotlight. My son Dame is depressed. Those could sway. But if you're talking about like Boston and those other teams, I think they're gonna wreck them, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, outside of like the mental like load that the Celtics have with the Miami Heat, like I do think the Celtics are a lot better than Miami. But that's why I was curious. I was like, so Justin, would you take Cleveland over Miami?
Yeah, the way they're playing, yes, but also I think of the top 4 teams, Cleveland is the team that is most the Miami candidate, as in like if they
Right.
could catch them in the playoffs and like go up 4-1, you're just like, sure, of course. But
Yeah.
I'm similar to you. I just don't see it for the Heat again this year. So I would right now I would put money on Cleveland.
Yeah, you pick. Okay, all right. I actually think I would take Miami over Cleveland in this one. I know I was just shit talking them a little bit, but I think I would. You know what? You want to know why, dude? Jaime Hawkins is like legit.
He's
This
fire.
rookie. I was watching this Kings game, and I don't know how the Kings lost this game. The no Jimmy Butler. I know the Kings were on a back-to-back. They just beaten the Clippers, but no Jimmy Butler. It was like Bam and Jaime was just like bodying whoever. They're like, oh, they're gonna close out on him. He's gonna take it to the rack. They're not gonna close out. He'll knock down a corner three. And like, so if they did it without hero, it was no Hero, no Jimmy, no Terry Rozier, and somehow they went into Sacramento and won that game. I just feel like they find ways to win those games, and maybe Cleveland learns from like what they did last year in that first round against the Knicks. But I do think I would take Miami over like Philly over Cleveland. I don't. Everybody now is being like, dude, Milwaukee actually looks pretty good. Like, dude, congratulations, man, you blew out the Charlotte Hornets. Like, way to go. Like, let's relax on the Milwaukee stuff yet. I do think they could like hang with Milwaukee too. And yeah, like as the common man in the chat was saying too. I mean, they do have Spo, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's worth at least a game.
For sure. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, the best coach in the league. But I don't know. Don't discount the Cavs, man. You say they ain't got no dog, and as it could pain me to say this, but man, hey, Max Strus is not soft. Max Strus actually this is wild to say, actually bring some edge to the Cavs.
No, I think Cavs got dogs. I think Cavs got like dogs defensively, offensively. I'm saying there's nobody like that's gonna get a bucket in crunch time in Miami. Like if you look at every clutch shot Jimmy Butler hit, they did the madness defense to force him to do some wild shit. It's not like he was calculated, like, you know what I mean, calm. This is my move. This is my spot, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm so excited for like the East playoffs just for that reason. I think like all those matchups are going to be fun. Like, because if Miami plays any of them, I feel like it's, you know, at least a 6-game series. And like outside of, and like Embiid supposedly maybe coming back. I just think the East is going to, the West is going to be fun and competitive. The East is going to be fun and kind of gross.
Right now, the way the standings are, it's Knicks Heat 4-5. And honestly, like it probably can stay that way. And if we get that in the first round, that's like primetime television. I'm trying to see the nastiest basketball possible, like the late 90s.
I know. And the Knicks, it's like, it's just like 72, 75.
I'm trying to see some those Glenn Rice versus Allen Houston games.
Oh, my days. Oh, my days.
But that would be fun. That'd be a very fun series.
I know you touched upon Max Strus a little bit, and we're like bouncing around a little. Do we have to talk about that? Like, what was it, a 59-foot shot last night?
I watched that shit live, and I want y'all to know, Luka had Evan Mobley doing the cha-cha. That shit was crazy. So I'm like, yo, is it gonna go Dallas's way? And then Cleveland started doing bullshit. Hey, let me just hold on before I elaborate on Max. You did your thing. Let me just say this. Garland, I'm rocking with you, boy. I'm rocking with you when I'm at the barber shop, when I'm at my job. You can't be stinky like this, bro. We need the jinky majinky back. We can't be 3 from 14, 7 points, and 6 dimes. I need 16 and 8. Let's come on. Let's get back to what it was a couple years ago. Please. But Max, he was just, bro, it was like a video game, bro. It was like, what, 4 straight threes? I'm tweaking? No, it was 4. It was 4 straight threes. Bro, off the screen, passes. He was wilding. Shout out Max, man.
He hit 5 threes, I think, in the last 3 minutes of the game. I think it was.
Wow.
What was wild too? Sorry, Justin, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, you got to give it props, man. A Heat role player who left the Heat and is still good.
Oh, my God. That's a fact. That's a fact.
R.I.P. Gabe Vincent, man. R.I.P.
Hey, he got paid though.
No, congrats. Yeah,
congrats. Hey, he got paid.
Congrats. I was reading something too prior to this game. Like Max Strus was like the ultimate confidence without results guy, where he was on volume was taking the most threes with the worst shooting percentage for a while. But I mean, like again, you get a game like that, and you know that he's playoff proven. You're right, Max has got some dog in him. That shot was nuts too. Like I couldn't believe, I couldn't believe that three went down. Sorry, I'm seeing Justin in the chat here. Seeing Gabe Vincent moved to LA to model Fear of God clothing.
Yo, son, yo, where I'm from, that's fighting words. That's crazy. That's crazy. You said,
I'm sorry,
yo, but you're not wrong though. You're not wrong though. Oh man, I'm sorry.
But Cleveland's now beating Dallas twice, and I think both times in crazy fashion. I think Cleveland was down 15 when they played them in like December or whatever, and then came back in the last few minutes of the game too. So, and what's crazy about the West, I mean, Dallas you win one game, you're the 5 seed. The next day, you're like an 8 seed or whatever it is. So that was like a big time. I mean, of course, it was a big time shot. It was a game winner from a mile and a half away, but like standings wise, that was and like that, and Cleveland had been struggling for a little bit too. That was pretty crazy. We were all texting about it. I hadn't seen the game yet. I was like hosting trivia, and I like got on the train, and I knew it. Like I knew something crazy happened because Steve was talking about it. But the way the text came in, I was like, oh, I wonder if they're like bitching about a last minute call. And then Justin all caps was like, Strus is loose, and I was like, all right, we gotta see, we gotta see what's going down. And that shot was crazy. I watched that like 40 times.
But I just want to say, I've been watching more basketball, you feel me? And I was watching the Celtics play Philly. And yo, I don't know who Consul or Consel, I don't know how to say your name, the fourth is. He was wilding. Like, yo, Justin, I'm serious. It was like I would be on my phone and then I look up and a tough bucket would be made. And I'm like, oh, I guess Tobias. Now look, I'm like, that's not Tobias Harris. And this shit was like back to back. He was making crazy and once. I was like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? Yo, shout out to all the basketball players that we don't know who you are, and you playing like it's game 7. I appreciate you.
It's that time of year, post All-Star break. We're about to get. I like to call them the Flip Murray All-Stars. Like,
Flip Murray.
You remember 2006, 2007, where Flip Murray was averaging 20 a game out of nowhere? Never heard from him again.
Dude, Flip Murray won me my first ever fantasy basketball league, and I was like, wait, who's Flip Murray? Because on Yahoo Fantasy, it's like Ronald Murray or Ronaldo Murray. It doesn't go like Flip Murray.
There's gonna be a lot of dudes.
Dude, that's a great.
A lot of the 450 players, the last 50 are all out here trying to make names for this stuff.
That's a fact.
And then 45 of them are going to be playing for the Washington Wizards down the stretch here. So get ready.
That's crazy.
They are unwatchable.
They're the worst team in the league.
What? They're the worst team in the league. But you were talking about Boston, Philly. I find Philly unwatchable right now too. Like Philly, with no Embiid, no one's even talking about Tobias Harris. Like they're like, oh man, no Embiid, but like at least they got Maxey, but that's all they got. I'm like, what do you mean that's all they got? They're paying Tobias Harris $30 million, and like that's all they got. Like it's just they're just unwatchable.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love Maxey. I think Maxey's like
me too.
Baby Gilbert. I'm not gonna lie, man. I fuck with Kelly Oubre. I think Kelly Oubre's tight. Now, is the supporting cast that fun? Nah. Does Tobias Harris play like an old guy at the park with the shirt inside the sweatpants? Yeah, it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Tobias Harris, he got away with murder. He over here cashing checks. It is what it is. But I'm rocking with Philly.
Man, Maxey, I'm down to watch. Like I love Maxey. Kelly Oubre's funny because you can see before the ball gets to him, right? You can like, oh, the ball's about to go to Oubre. And he's already like, I can get this shot up. Like Oubre makes 3 passes a game.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah,
Tumblr J.R. Smith. That's what I call him.
Wait, what do you call him?
Tumblr J.R. Smith. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? He would have been on a blog looking crazy.
Wait, is this real too? Kelly Oubre, the only dude in the NBA sponsored by Fox Mountain Bike Company?
I wouldn't.
Oh wait, like, no. Hold on.
I would have.
Hold on. Is this a joke because he got hit by a car?
Yo,
right, he was on his bike. This is
Tom
that'd be
Shy,
crazy.
LA. They over here doing shows like they're on a British game channel. I see the joke. Okay, I thought it was dead ass. I see you.
Oh man. And then Weisberg saying they're objectively awful. Oh, offensively, yeah. All right, it was a joke. I'm learning it's a joke. All right, guys, come on, guys. We're rusty. We're rusty.
Y'all can keep hating on Philly, but I know y'all gotta watch some boo-boo team. I feel like everybody that likes basketball, there'll be like one boo-boo team. They're like, actually, if you really watch it, the bench is just insane, and the way they get to the pin downs, it's like, all right, bro, all right.
Well, that's a good transition, right? I'm also gonna switch headphones, so if I'm a little choppy when I come back, these things are going wild. But it's a good transition because
Detroit basketball. Detroit basketball.
there we go. So boo-boo teams. Justin, take it away. Take it away. Where do you
Boo-boo
want to
teams.
go?
All right. Well, hey, the Pistons just moved out of 30th place in the NBA, and now they are officially tied for 29th. And that's what we call progress, baby.
What was it like the first time to root for Monty Williams doing a good job coaching after he yelled in his press conference about the Knicks?
Oh, that he actually complained about players not getting calls.
Yeah, it's the first time he seemed to have cared about the team that he was coaching, and
it's like it's a running thing on like Pistons Twitter that Cade has been frustrated with not getting calls. He has like a lowest foul rate for somebody who takes as many shots at the rim. I think I forget the exact stat, but like he's like in top 5 in shots at the rim and has a much lower free throw rate than other players. Doesn't get calls, so it's nice to see Monty stick up. He's still Monty Williams though. If you look at the box score for the game yesterday, every start, like I think 4 or 5 starters had a plus 20, and then every bench player had like minus 15 or something.
He coaches like a hockey team where he does line changes. Where he's like, all right, we got 5 in, we got to get him out, get another 5 in. Like and it's insane.
He refuses to stagger Jaden Ivey and Kay Cunningham. Like he just will not do it. A lot of Malachi Flynn minutes, just a tremendous amount of Malachi Flynn minutes, which is not.
I root so hard for Malachi Flynn. I don't know why, but I will get a jersey. I'm a Malachi.
He's solid,
Flynn
but like, why is Jaden Ivey playing like 32 minutes? He's 22 years old. One of the most athletic players in the league. It's insane. But they actually got a win. They could have had 2 wins in a row, but the Knicks decided to be the Giants, and the refs were just cool with that.
I'm gonna come clean. When it happened, I was watching it, and I was gonna text you. I'm gonna come clean, and I was gonna text Justin, yo, like Adam Silver gotta give you the first pick because of this. And I didn't do it because I'm like, I know he's already upset. I don't gotta throw salt on the wound. But yo, my man, what do you call him, Mike Z? Big Ragu? That's what you call him?
Yeah, what's he's called is it a Big Ragu or
is it Big Sauce?
I think it's a Big Ragu and Mr. Delaware. I
call him T-Mobile manager. That's what I call him. That's what he looked like. I fuck with him. I'm not trying to insult his game, but he looked like he's trying to scam me for a whole family line. That's what Dante DiVincenzo looks like. That man dove at your boy Thompson. Like I'm dead ass. Like if you look at it, bro, it looked like my son Luigi in Super Mario Smash when you press side B, bro. He went straight for his legs, dog. How was that shit not a foul? Like I was like, yo, the league just don't give a fuck about the Pistons.
Dude,
I'm never crazy.
I'm never gonna look at Dante again. All I'm seeing him is in a magenta polo.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Am I wrong? He looks like it, right?
A 2-year deal. Sorry, Justin, what were you gonna say?
No, it's crazy, man. That's there's like you don't call that in the playoffs, or you don't call it at the end of the game. That is a foul at every point in the game, at every level of the game. No, and nobody's mad. Everybody's like, man, my bad. Even the person who did it is pretty like, yeah, I fouled you, dog. You can't hit anybody in the waist.
No,
it's just like
crazy. Like this, bro. That shit is crazy.
I saw the clip on Twitter and I saw the back end of it. So I assumed the way that he went into Thompson, I assumed somebody was behind DiVincenzo pushing him. I was like, there's no way that is a natural basketball move. It's like, say he got hit with a back screen and then went flying. And then when I saw it, it was like you said, Steve, like a super smash, like somebody hit turbo too many times. Boom! Like,
that shit was insane, bro. That shit was insane.
That was crazy. That really was. And then it was so funny too, because we're just like 3 weeks removed from Brunson getting screwed on a foul against Holiday, and then they appealed that game against the Rockets. And so everybody on NBA Twitter, of course, was like, well, this is how they approved the appeal. They can't officially approve the appeal, so they'll do it just by throwing a game against Detroit. But that was weird. It wasn't one of those things where like the ref didn't have an angle. You know what I mean? Like he was
they
like,
were right there.
Yeah, he was staring at it.
Was just
they see the shit in front of them, dog.
Like you couldn't be closer to the play.
And then,
I'm gonna be honest though, part of me is like, I was like, that's a foul, but part of me was like, man, fuck the Pistons when that happened. Like, of course that happens to him. There was like a hater part of me that was taking. I'm so used to rooting against Monty Williams.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is karma, Monty. You're gonna split up the minutes between Jaden and Cade.
But that was why I don't know, man. I hope they also might do the like appeal to the league or whatever thing. But like, yeah. I actually don't ever want to see that play out. I don't want to see them run these dudes out to play the last 3 seconds of a game. Like, what the hell is that? Right?
I want to let's I actually want that. I want more of that. I want them
the
to
Pistons
try to get
play
people to go to the game.
The Pistons play the Knicks, I think, March 25th or 26th at MSG again. So that'd be wild.
PM start time.
If they just start it.
I actually would like you can't really make this an HBO series, but like a mini series version of the like Veep, but the NBA front office. Just like handling stuff like this, because it does, like, I love the idea of them like, are we really going to approve an appeal? Or like the last 2-minute report going out immediately after the game, just being like, my bad. My bad.
Mike Z, did you say that's not an HBO show?
Yeah.
Challenge accepted, broski.
Let's go. The Larry Sanders Show meets the NBA.
Come on. There's a market for that, baby. I'm telling you, that's writable. You better put the pen to the pad, baby.
Also, Weisberg in the chat say Malachi Flynn is just evil looking Dante DiVincenzo, which I saw. You guys know where I host trivia. We've done like comedy stuff there before, the Greats of Crap. It's not really a sports crowd. I wouldn't call those like a bunch of sports bros showing up. There was a team 3 weeks ago just called Evil Dante, and I was really impressed because I was like, well, I wasn't at first. Was like there's no way this is about the Knicks. And I went over and I asked them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, dude, we love the Knicks, bing bong or whatever." I was really impressed because that's not, that's not the crowd there. That is not the crowd.
Wow, I would have thought that was like a vampire kind of thing. You know how white people love vampires and shit like that. Yeah. Something like that. You feel me?
I didn't know that was a thing that we had. I don't really like vampires, so I didn't really know that was a thing that.
For real?
Yeah.
I guess it's just there was only like a handful of white people where I grew up, and like all the 5 white people, they're like Twilight, like hard body.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
yeah. I do like.
There was another vampire. Which one?
What We Do in the Shadows?
Now that's fire though. That's a different kind of thing. You feel me? That's a different kind. Yo, shout out my man from New Zealand 6 times. You feel me? Shout out Fighter Kyle Cords 8 times. That's a little different. Ooh, I forgot who wrote Twilight, but shout out her.
Also, Stubbs said Rick Pitino. I don't know. Is Rick Pitino a vampire? Because he was dressed all in white too the other night too. That was good.
Man, I ain't gonna hold you, man. R.I.P. Rick Pitino. I haven't been searching for that man since. But last time, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. Last time I see Rick Pitino was it the Sebastian Telfair documentary. Swear to my mom.
Every time I see Patino show up, I always forget that he's still coaching. Like he's the St. John's coach right now.
Yeah, yeah. Me too. I forget because like his whole thing went down. And it was like, all right, we just don't have to remember this name, and he's just like on the outskirts of basketball. Just
I beg your pardon,
dude.
St. John's?
He went to Greece. He coached in Greece for a little bit, probably like Kostas Antetokounmpo. And then he went to Iona, I think, in upstate New York, and coached there for 2 years. And I think this is his second season or maybe first season at St. John's. But I saw him at a press conference. I had no idea.
Yo, St. John's is gully. I knew St. John's was gully. I didn't know they was gully.
From Chris Mullen to Rick Pitino, man. Come on.
Look, you're not gonna get a better coach than Rick Pitino. You just get Rick Pitino. That's the problem.
That's right. That's correct.
That's crazy.
Well, before we move too quick off the Pistons, I'm gonna say something wild because there's no consequences for it. Pistons winning 5 games in March.
Whoa. All right. Well, hold on. Let's pull up the schedule because we're gonna figure this out together. Because you can't just say that without some fact checking.
I'm looking at the schedule. It's gonna be a hard 5.
No. All right, hold on.
Yeah, I want to see this though. I'm
gonna pull up ESPN right now. Let's get the schedule going. Oh wait, I don't want to look at it like this though. Let's find a Detroit game here and then just click their name. There we go.
Oh yeah.
All right, upcoming schedule for Detroit. Here we go. So 5 in March. They start with Cleveland, Orlando, Miami. Is Brooklyn their first win, Justin?
I think they beat Orlando.
Orlando, okay.
They've been close to beating Orlando a couple times.
Yeah, they got their number. I agree with Justin. They're gonna smack Orlando.
Wow, all right, guy, anti-Orlando here.
I mean, I may lose $20 on this, like I usually do, betting on the Pistons, but I'm putting it on there.
Bro, you got the Orlando joint. You got no disrespect, Orlando, but they got their number this season.
So is Brooklyn number 2?
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, all right. So that's 2. Brooklyn sucks. I'm sorry, I said that about Philly. Brooklyn is unwatchable right now.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean this respectfully. They look like they don't know how to play basketball, bro.
No, it's crazy.
It's insane.
Mikal Bridges is like forgot. He just forgot how to do any of this.
Justin, I'm dead ass. They look like somebody told them to run a play and they went, what play is it again? And mid-play, bro.
How much did they lose by their last game? Like 50 or something?
$1 million. You know what they look like? They look like the teammates with Ben Simmons. That's what they look like. Nah. They're just giving up. They're like, this sucks.
Man said, we're just gonna make the reason they suck is because of one dude. not the team. Not the changing of coaches. Yeah. The guy from Australia is the one who asked right now.
The culture of Ben Simmons. All right, so Orlando's a win, Brooklyn's a win. Wait, are you saying they beat Charlotte?
Yeah.
Come on.
Charlotte's good now. Ever since Grant Williams showed his dick on Snapchat,
what did you say?
Batman and Throbbing are out there cooking.
What did you just say, Mike Z?
Yeah, did you guys not see that?
No.
Hell no, I didn't see nothing like that. What are you talking about?
See, now I'm nervous I made that up. I saw it. I saw it on the feed. All of a sudden, there was like a dick pic of the Batman just going around.
Oh my days! He had the old bicho tasso.
It's an old photo. I guess it's an old photo from a couple years ago.
My man Weisberg, quickly. I have the sources. It's old.
All right, so Charlotte. I'll give you Charlotte's 3, and then you got Toronto, who all of a sudden is winning games, and then it's Miami. Oh, go ahead.
I can't tell you where the 4th one is, but I know I know where they end the month with the Wizards. So
oh, that's good. There we go. So the Wizards, and then hey, you just gonna catch a team on a back-to-back or something. I like it.
I think Justin's correct. I think they're gonna smack Toronto. So I'm for the Pistons right now.
Cade is playing out of his mind, and they've traded enough people that Monty Williams can only do certain ridiculous lineups.
Oh yeah, they got Memphis. That's a great call.
Memphis is terrible.
God, Memphis sucks.
Hey, but shout out to Pump Fake Merchant, Gigi Jackson.
Gigi Jackson. He went like 6. That's crazy.
That's like his X button. This
shit got fucked up. Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. They're at least fun to watch because it's a bunch of guys we might have played basketball with. You know what I'm saying? Like you could just come up with a name, Mad Lib style, and they're like, "Yeah, he's playing 18 minutes for the Memphis Grizzlies." Donald Carter III. Yeah, sure.
But the Brooklyn Nets, they might be the worst team to watch. But they're like, that's insane. I didn't expect that. That's insane.
Yeah, it is. It's real bad. And I even like when they fired Jacques Vaughn, I was like, maybe that's what it was. Like the vibes were so bad, get him out of there, and then no, they've been worse. Jacques Vaughn's probably like, yeah. You know what Jacques Vaughn should do? If I was his agent or PR guy, I would go recreate beat for beat all of the TikTok Steve Nash did after he got fired from the Nets. Beat for beat, fire those things up.
I think Mikal Bridges got to knock on Stewie's door and be like, give me your powers. I need your powers. Give me all the energy. Please. Sabrina, I need the powers, please.
How much you want to bet Mikal Bridges is playing with all of his college teammates next year?
You smoke crack.
I think he's going to the Knicks.
Nah, they're going to get Donovan.
They can't get Donovan, man. That's like me and you starting for the backcourt. It's a combined 7 feet tall. Like
Donovan's small, but he Aki.
No, I know.
Super athletic. Yo, him and Jalen, it would be crazy.
You think they could start those two together?
I don't see why not. Bro, how long have you been watching basketball? We've seen the most insane shit work, not work, new things be created. I'm just saying, I think they're two high caliber players, and I don't think they're that ball dominant. They could both pass. They know the right place to make. I think it would be sexy. Me personally. But once again, I'm a Knicks fan, and I fuck with Donovan Mitchell.
I like I kind of want Bridges over there though.
That would be tight too, as long as he goes to Sabrina's house and learn how to shoot a basketball. But yeah,
Mike, you're just getting influenced because he's over there sitting on Josh Hart's and Jalen Brunson's podcast.
Dude.
Which honestly, I'm not that dude, but I saw that I was like, nah, this is too friendly, dog. Y'all on
it's too friendly.
It's too friendly, man. You can't. Y'all in the same city. You got to keep some animosity between the Knicks and the Nets. You can't just be over there chilling like in a living room on the podcast. Like
I thought I was on 89 CAVS. I guess I'm on Gil's Arena. This shit getting crazy. He said
this is my most old man take.
Bro. Yo, call up Kenyon Martin because he's gonna be backing you, bro. He's gonna be backing you.
No, you gotta those group chats gotta be wild because it's Bridges, Dante, Josh Hart, Brunson, and then the white dude Ryan Archiadano, whatever his last name is, who doesn't play. They're all on a group chat together, just making fun of Bridges the whole time.
I think didn't they get rid of Archiadano?
Oh, did he get cut?
Yeah, his current team is the Windy City Bulls.
Oh, damn.
Go get some running, baby. Get some running.
He spoke about bruh like he was a coach. You know what coach be speaking crazy though? Come on, one-time champion Doc Rivers. And he had a little clash with my man's JJ Redick. I don't know if you guys know. And JJ Redick was like ready to unload the clip, saying that Doc throws all his players under the bus and Doc don't know shit. And then Doc Rivers' little son got on. First of all, bro, they might as well show the gun behind the camera because they made him do that. He didn't want to stick up for his dad, bro. I'm sticking up for my dad when he's done stupid shit, and I had a little more emphasis. I had some adobo on my voice. But JJ's career is pretty good, but my dad, he didn't want to do this shit. You feel me? But I'm gonna say this. This is what I'm gonna say. Pat Beverly, you are an idiot. And any basketball player that believes, or let me not even say basketball. Pardon. If you're an athlete and you believe the coach or your tenure under a coach is what deems your success and you should be loyal to him, you're an idiot. Sports is a business. They can flip you whenever. You have to build loyalty before you start going to bat for a coach. That's one. Two, I could name you mad different athletes. Cristiano Ronaldo, Allen Iverson. All of these people had great numbers under coaches they do not give a fuck about. You think my man Cristiano Ronaldo gonna get a drink with Jose Mourinho right now? Fuck no. You think Allen Iverson give a fuck about Larry Brown and his kids? Fuck out of here. Were they balling under them? Absolutely. But you can't tell me JJ gotta give that to Doc Rivers because he was averaging 12 fucking points under Doc Rivers. You smoke crack. That makes absolutely no sense, bro.
That was Pat Bev just trying to get involved.
Pat Bev is a dickhead. He was
just trying to boost his podcast numbers.
He has to fight. That's his role. His role on the team is he has to be ready to pick up whatever fight the team has going on.
No.
But he's not even on. Oh no, he is on that. I like forget that now. Doc is his coach, right? I forgot.
And he disrespecting Doc off rip, taking the little clipboard. Yo, if I was Brook Lopez, I would have had someone run a fade on him. That's what we gotta do, man. We gotta treat the NBA like it's Sopranos. You gotta run a fade on people sometimes, because I've been on this team for mad long, got a championship, and you trying to tell me what to do? You're out of your mind.
I gotta tell you, the JJ stuff was so interesting because he got on there and laid into Doc, and I was like, hell yeah, man. I love this JJ. And then the next day, he kind of, it was like, again, tying it to improv. If you did a character like last week that kind of crushed in an improv scene, and then like brought that character back in another improv scene, we're like, come on, man, you can't do that again. We just saw that. That's kind of what JJ did day 2, where he was like, just like getting mad at the fans. I think he was mad at he's like, why do you like when I yell about Doc Rivers, but not when I talk about how Zion is a good point guard? And it's like, JJ, shut up, dude. You had a good thing going, man. Like, you don't need to. Don't make me feel like I'm the asshole because I like that clip of you yelling at Doc Rivers. Why did you do that? Also, JJ, if you don't like the format of First Take, my guy, you're making plenty of money, dude. You're already like on the final stuff. Like, don't do First Take, JJ. Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry?
Because
JJ?
listen, let me tell you this, Mike Z. He has children, right? And sometimes when you have children, you do jobs that you're not fit for. I've seen motherfuckers write for critically acclaimed shows, X-Files, Breaking Bad. Why are you in the writer's room for Young Sheldon? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's not where you're going to have fun. You're not going to crank out a good script, but you got 3 kids at home. You feel me? So he needs all the bread he can for his children. Do I think JJ Redick should be doing a show like that? Fuck no. I agree with you, Mike Z. I think he should just do his podcast. Is that gonna get him the bread? So Knox and I don't know his other kid's name and his other kid's name eating really, really, really good? Nah.
I'm sorry, not to push back. I don't think someone named Knox Reddick is gonna struggle for bread.
Yo. Okay, you know what? Because I had the same argument, okay, about another person's son. Why don't we go to that? Because it's a good little sway. So, okay. LeBron James has a son. We all know LeBron James has a son.
Nice.
I don't know about you guys. When I seen LeBron James' son, I think he's playing for like United States. He's playing for, was it Cian Cran? I don't know, whatever high school he was. Then I seen him at the McDonald's. I'm like, yo, this kid looking nice. He's looking good, right? You know, he could have went to any school, but he stayed at home for the NIL thing because he needs bread for his name. Do you understand what I'm saying? For his own thing. Is Bronny ever gonna struggle for bread? Fuck no. His dad is LeBron James. But sometimes, bro, you gotta teach your children, or your child has to learn. I gotta get this shit on my own. So he took that move on his Haley Van Lith thing, thinking, all right, it's gonna get me bread, it's gonna do this, and it backfired. The whole situation with the cardiac arrest, only God knows what the fuck happened. Was my man drinking some kind of energy drink? Was he doing the shit the kids on Euphoria doing? We don't know. I'm not talking about that. I'm keeping it real with you. He made that move. He made that move for financial reasons. If you could have went to Duke, Ohio State, other shit, and you staying home because this school is one of the most famous schools, not for ball, just as a school, it's a financial reason, and I feel him because you got to get bread on your own. And if JJ's like, my kid is too young to get bread on his own, I'm going to start yelling at Stephen A. Smith. I'm with it, baby. Come on, Nick Cage. I'm a family man.
But you know what? If he was Stephen A. Smith, I'd understand it a little bit more. But he had a full-ass NBA career. Like, he's doing fine. He's got a brownstone in Park Slope. He's got a Hampton house.
This is how I know y'all never seen the trenches, boy. Ain't never enough bread. Ain't never enough bread if it's clean. If it's clean. Let me rephrase that. That was crazy.
Steve, I don't want to disagree with you, but I don't know if JJ was in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he's coming from the trenches background.
His mom was an art teacher. Shorty made mugs on a farm. You act like my man was like balling, like he was Nate Jacobs, my guy.
I know, but you're comparing.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm not saying I'm not saying JJ Redick. Oh my God. I'm not saying JJ Redick grew up in Baltimore, but I'm saying there's never enough. I'm saying there's never enough bread if it's clean. Do you see what I'm saying?
I was just about to say that too. That you were
Yeah, I'm not saying,
JJ Redick
bro,
to
I'm not
Idris
saying,
Elba and the Wire.
I'm not saying he was in Baltimore. I'm not saying he had a blicky. I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying if you could get as much bread in your lifetime and it's legal and it looks respectable, why not? That's what I'm saying as someone that didn't come from a family that had a whole bunch of bread. You feel me? So I see him.
I one more thing to make fun of JJ about, and then we can stop yelling about him. I do think it was wild that he was like, I get 50 million impressions on a video if I make fun of Doc Rivers and only 55,000 YouTube views on my Zion video. You don't need to flex your YouTube views. Like, you can leave that out of the range.
That's what you heard, Mike? You heard the numbers?
Yeah,
You're like, nah.
yeah. My son Mike. Yo, Mike, you listen to the haterade too much, man.
I just thought it was wild because he only had 35,000 views. So why are you saying 54, JJ?
Ooh.
What else are you thinking? What else?
And you pocket watching? Well, I can't condone this Mike behavior today. Pocket watching, not understanding we need bread in this lifetime.
I don't get petty about my peers, but I get petty about the guys up here. Pick a lane, JJ. YouTube or ESPN. You can't have both.
JJ, do it all, baby. Do it all. You feel me?
I do like JJ.
I'm okay with this pettiness.
Yeah.
Because you a hater too.
Yeah, I know.
You're Justin, the biggest hater I know.
Hey, keep that low. I'm not a hater.
Keep that low.
Keep that low is crazy. Keep that low is crazy.
Oh man. So
Oh,
the
my
last
God.
thing we haven't hit on is John Dub. I know this is gonna end up being a short joke, but I appreciate it. Mike never punches down, always up. Thank you, John.
That's a good one. That's a
Also,
good one.
John, where were you? I was in your home state, John. I was waiting to get a John Dub experience in
He
Indianapolis.
ain't pull up in Indiana?
He did not. I'm assuming it's a big state and he wasn't close to Indianapolis,
man.
but
Nah,
I expected some
up.
John Dub.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
We gotta talk some Wembanyama before we get out of here. I don't know where do you guys want to start with this insanity?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I want everybody that's a fan of this show to act like everything I said in every other episode about Chet being the truth is cap. Wemby is insane. Wemby is so insane, right? There's every basketball podcast, every fucking bullshit show. Who's the face of the league? It's going to be our light-skinned American son, Jason Tatum. If John Morant could, Wemby is a video game. If they could get a good team, it's Wemby. Wemby, I've seen pure nonsense from Wemby. Crossovers, blocks, dunks, three-pointers, step backs. I said, nah, this shit is getting crazy.
Did you see what he tried to do yesterday? Where he went like he took the ball up court, went behind his back, and then just like
Threw it off the glass?
jumped in the air, threw it off the glass, and tried to finish, just like for no reason. And he didn't make it, so it's not like a highlight, but it's just like, how is this possible?
It's true video game stuff. Like, it really is. Like, I know that gets thrown around a bunch, but that is what it feels like. It's like you get to alter the size of the guy, and you're like, what if I made this guy 7'5", but he had the handles of Steph Curry? Like, it's crazy.
Video games don't let you, like, my career won't let you make Wemby. Like, they don't let you put those stats up there.
Yeah.
Like, you're too tall. You can't have your dribbling that high. That's like not. It's not a thing. He's breaking the game. And a lot of people, I know, like, people talk about, like, what is the NBA gonna market once LeBron retires, once this wave of stars retires? Like, just market Wemby. I think you don't have to care a lick about basketball, but like, just throughout human history, tall freak does something incredible. Everybody likes that. Right. You don't even have to explain the game to nobody. Just like, look at that. Doesn't that look wild as hell? And everybody be like, yeah, I want to see more of that. It's so, I feel like it's very easily marketable. And he's like, he is a like marketable guy. He just signed with Louis Vuitton to do some like to be a spokesperson for them. Like, he's not here making moves.
What? Louis Vuitton?
Yeah.
Yo, somebody give Wemby a sneaker, bro. What's going on? Yo, Pharrell, let him get an LV trainer because this shit getting crazy. I knew it was crazy, but this is getting crazy.
It is. He does. He has like the coolness of SGA, and I feel like I never would say that about anybody because SGA, I feel like I could be in the same, like meet someone and not get too geeked out. But if I met SGA, I'd be like, oh, dude, I shouldn't even introduce myself. This is stupid. Because he's just got like that kind of cool essence of him. And Wemby's the same way. He dropped an F-bomb in an interview over All-Star Game weekend. Like that was great. And he's young. He's a rookie. He also, like, I'm sure you guys all saw this clip too after the 5x5 that he had last week, where they were like, yeah, you know, Jordan mentioned Jordan. And Wemby was like, well, did Jordan win that game? Because we lost that game. Like, didn't even care about the stats. Just kind of, and I don't know, maybe he's like trained to say that, but it does feel like, it feels like he is going to be in the playoffs next year. That would be my take. I know that team is dog shit, but man.
Look, we didn't talk about All-Star, but I know it's like after that skill competition, Wemby was Anthony Edwards was out there shooting left-hand jumpers, messing around, and Wemby just was like, winning would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, yo, he the truth, bro.
Like,
Did you hear what Jamal Crawford said about him or not?
I missed that.
He went up to, I think they was playing the Hawks or whatever, or they was playing the Hawks. He pulled up to Jamal Crawford, gave him a dab. Jamal Crawford was like, I'm a fan of your game, big fella. And he just leans over and he's like, let me get some wisdom. What?
Yeah.
I would have been like, yo, you remember when you cooked fucking Kirk Heinrich like this? I wouldn't be asking for no wisdom. I'm about to be like, yo, that crossover me, J. Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, Wemby's the truth. I just want to say this before we get out of here, though. Because you brought up SGA. Yo, did y'all watch the game last night?
No, I actually didn't watch anything of the OKC.
Yo, SGA looked like he was working. But I just want to say one thing. My Canadian brother, take home that trophy for me, please. If you got to turn up, turn up. Because I believe in you. Because this trophy is not going to be just a win for the Canadians. It's going to be a win for all the tall, dark-skinned, handsome brothers out there. Because we haven't had one win. Jalen Hurts was boo-boo. You feel what I'm saying? You could change the game, bro. You could change the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? I seen, you know what I seen a tweet? I seen a tweet that said SGA is the Taylor Rooks of point guards. We gotta stand by that.
What?
We gotta stand by that, SGA. We gotta win. Because Taylor Rooks be winning, SGA. So this is my speech to SGA. Take home the gold for not just all the tall, beautiful brothers out there, but for this 5'7" brother, because I need it. I need it.
Wow, my brain is still trying to like
A lot was said.
that comparison.
That's what I didn't make that up. You
No,
I didn't make it up.
I'm not saying I'm out on it. It's just my brain is trying to say I got some Taylor Rooks thoughts. That's why I'm just I think I've shared with both of you guys privately.
Oh no! Oh damn, we are hitting the end of the podcast.
No, it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't anything crazy. That made it sound crazy. It's not crazy.
You said I was your celebrity crush. We all got celebrity crush.
Mike about to be up on here like I'm about to win 5 Emmys in 5 years. Like Jalen.
Yo, y'all out of pocket. Yo.
Oh, that's a great bit. That was a great. That's how we're gonna.
That's how we're gonna end. All right, my bad.
Wait, did you have something else?
Nah, I was about to ask Justin who's his celebrity crush so we can make you feel better. But if you want to end right there, we can end right there. I'm not complaining.
That was a great line. Yeah. Oh man! All right, let's we'll be back next week, right?
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
Let's come back next week. We're down to, it's like playoff stretch time. It's crazy. We only have like a month and a half left.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
this is probably gonna be one of the more memorable playoffs in the last couple of years, especially with the way the West is crazy.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I'm almost rooting for the Nuggets to get bounced early, just so you'll be excited to talk about the playoffs, Steve.
That was the nicest thing I've ever heard from you. Thank you so much. I'm praying. Hey, I just want y'all to know if the Nuggets lose, this is the save. I will drink champagne live episode after.
There we go. I'll do you one
the series.
Yeah.
Not one game.
It's a regular season
I'm not
game.
gonna drink because of one game. You know?
They're like on a back-to-back in March. But speaking of that, we're still figuring it out right now. I think we're gonna try to make it happen in like the first round of the playoffs. I think the way to do it is if we can get like the Knicks' first away game in the playoffs. I think it would be a fun game to do it. But we're gonna do a live show in New York where we'll do a show before the game starts and then kind of have a watch party and hang out. And we get some fun news too. We're going to be able to give away some pretty fun like NBA merch and stuff at the show as well because our friends over at So Rare are going to help us out, I think. So stay tuned for that. I think that's going to we'll probably like mid-April, I would imagine, but we'll have some info soon. But excited to do that. Excited to do that. But you guys have anything going on? You need to let the millions of people watching this know.
I'm gonna say I just finished Fargo season 2. If you haven't watched Fargo season 2, you don't gotta watch. The best one. It's the best one. You don't gotta watch 1, 3, 4, 5. I would recommend it. And I just want to say, you feel me? Shout out Florence Pugh one time.
Just what did you see Florence Pugh in recently?
Just living life, looking right. You feel me?
I actually just watched Oppenheimer for the first time this weekend, and loved it. But you guys, we don't have to do 3-hour movies. Like we just don't have to do it.
Now I know what happens in the end. I'm straight. My man make the bomb. I'm straight. I don't gotta go through.
No,
you know I'm being respectful. Like if it's a biopic where it's like some crazy shit happens, like I'm good on Oppenheimer. But Christopher Nolan though, Batman was crazy.
Cillian Murphy was pretty good. I think
what? He's because that's my man Peaky Blinders, Scarecrow, right?
I love Peaky.
Come on, boy, he's fire.
Yeah,
fire.
I love it. All right, I love that Plugs turned into some. Check out Oppenheimer.
Plugs is just us being friends for longer. That's basically
What about you, Justin? The one of the guy that's actually doing live shows right now. What do you got going on, Justin?
If you're in New York, I'm hosting a show called Justin for Laughs on March 8th. Brooklyn Comedy Collective. It's a special edition of the show where I'm going to be doing sketch, improv, stand-up characters, and also be joined by some fun friends and some fun guests. So depending on who responds to these emails, we can have some names.
Hell yeah.
Are you at the point where you have so many emails out that if a bunch of people say yes, you're going to then have to tell somebody not to do it?
Nah, I'm kind of like banking on this one guy, but he replies within 24 hours.
There you go. Good. I'll say too, this is the first show we've done. I saw Justin's half hour and he crushed.
Always.
It was a good show. Full house. Shout out Ash too. I know Ash listens to the show. Ash is crushed too. It was fun.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Oh.
It was a fun night.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, get us out of here.
You just listened to the best basketball podcast in the world. This was the 89 CAVS. That's Justin. That's Mike. I'm Steve. May all your endeavors go well, and may all your jump shots be wet like water. Stay up like a hard dick. You heard me.